I always get a little bit, not frustrated, but yeah, sometimes people will book in and then they want me to just tell them about them rather than giving me their story and their health. And it always takes a little bit of explaining of, it's like, I'm not a psychic. It's not me here to just tell you what's happening. I love when they have, when they have things they want to work on or areas that are struggling, because I think the beauty of medical astrology is looking at where that energy is coming from, or why, looking not just, finding where the physical is weak in their chart and talking to them about that from the ailments they have and showing them that underlying area. But it's also, I think the beauty of medical astrology is, even if you can't work on something physically, or there's not a lot you can shift about something physically, you can look at that planet and that house and that sign or the aspects, and you can work on them with the emotional and the mental aspect or the spiritual aspect of that planet or that dynamic that's happening. And so you get all these beautiful layers that people can action and work on, even if the physical is stuck or permanent and they can't do anything about it. And I think that's my favorite thing is not just, sometimes I will tell people about changing eating styles or recommend certain herbal teas or whatever, but often it's instructions of healthy living or things to go think about or things to go action emotionally and mentally and dig up, it's like the planet that's causing the problem is like this little signpost, calling for help. And then there's so many levels that you can actually give help.
Yes, and I noticed this. One of the best things to do is figure out their elemental imbalances. Are they completely, like I was just working on the chart of Louis Armstrong, because we have a mystery chart on the Academy, and I thought, well, Louis Armstrong.
Did you just tell the mystery, Judith?
There's the mystery chart.
You've already done the mystery chart, though. Otherwise, you just revealed who you're working on.
Yes. They'll know it's coming. It'll be.
Okay.
And then I put up the chart, and why did he have these particular issues? I realized he's a triple fire sign. So he's all loaded down on the hot and dry, and sure enough, he's suffering from some terrible kidney problems, and it basically goes into kidney failure, one of many things. But you're lacking enough water. Something's going on there, But I find the missing element or the excessive element is often one of the primary tools that just jumps out at you right away. In fact, I would say the majority of clients' charts I've seen have, for very odd diseases, usually have a lack of water, or that's one of the most, or they got all what I call toxic water, all plugged up water. The lymphatics seems to be the most common thing, or they're too hot and dry. They're just all fire and earth, just fire and earth. But these excesses, have you found this, Kira, too?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's, even when I'm teaching medical astrology, it's the first thing I teach is looking at the elements and the modes. I find the modes really interesting to look at, like how. Yeah, I won't jump from elements first. Yes, absolutely love elemental theory. And it's such an easy way to explain how to treat people or for them to action, lifestyle changes to help balance out the elements. I think it's so simple yet so far reaching. And then I love the modes as well, and how I'm trying to think of which medical astrology book I really got into this with. I'll think about it in a minute. How ailments travel within the arms of modes and take up all these, so looking at empty arms in people's charts as well, if the rest of the mode is really busy. I find that fascinating.
Yeah, it's often the thing that's missing that's the problem.
Yes.
And if the thing that's missing is the thing that would balance the thing that's excess, then you really got yourself an issue.
Yeah,
that's neat. Yeah, I just love elements and modes too.